I really didn't know what an infusion nurse was before I joined INS.
My very first exposure to infusion nursing was my first day of training as a student nurse.
I've worked for a long time in the healthcare industry, so I actually did know what an infusion nurse was, but what I didn't know, and what I learned after coming here, is how much they actually need to know to be an infusion nurse.
I had somewhat of an idea because I had a relative who was an IV nurse. I just didn't know what extent infusion nurses do.
I think one of the things I most appreciate is the ubiquitous nature of the specialty. We take care of all patients in all practice settings, as well as crossover into other specialties. The education and the dedication and really taking the extra step to stay abreast of all the changes in the medical field, to me is, significant.
And you have to be prepared to know how the infusion therapy needs to be done for that patient.
Because there's so many new drugs on the market, changes in practice. Looking for additional education and training, to me, is what makes me most excited about infusion nurses.
About 5 years ago, I had brain surgery, and I had a nurse who was an infusion nurse taking care of me. And she was such a wonderful nurse and had so much compassion for just me and my family.
I had this one particular nurse who actually needed some information, and we went back and forth, and when I finally got her the information, she emailed me and said I was the lifesaver, and I quickly said, no, I'm not the lifesaver, you're the lifesaver.
I am not a clinician, I'm not like frontline, but I think that we have a part in this as well. If I can support them, if I can offer them what they need to educate themselves and to give the best patient care that they possibly can, I feel a part of something bigger.
Providing resources to the nurses, especially face-to-face at the conference, it makes me feel as though my job has more of a purpose.
Everyone plays a small part in it, so I can really feel good about that.
Infusion nurses are always seeking out education. So as the director for education for infusion therapy, just being able to provide great programs and opportunities for them to gain more knowledge. I'm just really proud to be part of INS.
I'm really excited about the future and what we can offer our members, and in particular looking at the global reach that we have now. There's been a lot of interest about our standards of practice. That, in my mind, is very exciting to be able to provide that type of resource.
To the IV nurses that are watching this, especially today on IV Nurse Day, just want to say thank you for everything that you do and the compassion that you have for all of your patients.
I cannot thank everybody enough for the job that they do and the promotion that they do for the specialty and what we do with infusion nursing.
Happy IV Nurse Day to all the infusion nurses out there, and thank you for all you do for our friends and family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and happy IV Nurse Day.